Hello, fellow tree climbers and wannabe cat rescuers in trees. I got a tip I want to share with you that saves me a bunch of time. Often it takes me longer to get my rope up in the tree than it does to get the cat out of the tree. I would say most of the time it takes me longer to get my rope up in the tree than to get the cat out of the tree. And so anything I can use to save me time in getting my rope up in the tree is valuable to me. I used to, when I was newbie to rescuing cats, I was like you. I was a purist. I had my throw line, and I had my throw weight, and I would do the old let's see how far I can throw it up and how accurate I could be. Okay, and I tell you what, I was not very good at throwing a throw line. I couldn't throw it high. I couldn't throw it accurately, and I would spend my time throwing this thing up and using every technique I could. And some people are really good at it. Some people are terrible, and I was one that was terrible at it. So I had to find another solution. So what my other solution was, and it's out there, is the long grab pole. Now, this long grab pole is about 8 feet long, and it goes all the way to my dashboard in my Camry, 2003 Camry Catmobile. But this big shot is a lifesaver, and I tell you what, with this big shot, I can sling a 16-ounce weighted bag 110 feet up into the tree, and I can do it accurately. I would say 75% of the time I'm hitting my mark with this big shot. I've gotten pretty good at it. Now let me show you some modifications that I've done to this big shot that I think that you might want to consider. Okay, the modifications that I've done, and you can buy some of these on the internet, but I tell you what, I developed these myself. Okay, the big shot comes, of course, with the shooting head and with the little pouch that you put the big shot in. But what I've done is I modified it because, again, I'm not strong enough to pull this thing down and hold it and accurately shoot it. I'm just not that. I'm not that strong. And again, some people are, but I'm not. So I just cannot. I can't aim it and pull it down at the same time. So I had to figure out a way in which to make it happen. Now, some of the big arborist supply houses, they sell some of this stuff, but I think I got even a better solution. So what I've done is I went to Dick's Sporting Goods. Again, you can go to Walmart, matter of fact, and get this stuff. And I bought me a bow and arrow trigger. Okay, on the bow and arrow trigger, okay, on the big shot, I took a small steel cable and wrapped it around the pouch pull, and wrapped it with tape and some shrink wrap, and it makes a great trigger. So all you got to do is set it up like that. Trigger's set, and but then how do you pull it down? Well, what I've done is I got about a 18-foot piece of rope here, and I tied it at the bottom, and I'm going to tell you about the tennis ball a little bit later, but I tied it at the bottom, put a rolling lock right here, rolling lock, because I wanted a ratcheted device that would catch catch it when I was pulling it down. And I made some modifications here so that it connects with a carabiner really easily. Piece of steel here, and a carabiner going in the rolling lock, and the rope going through. So what I do is I'm over here. Let me pull my camera down a little bit. Okay, all right. And I use my foot to pull down on it. Now, I tell you what, when I got this thing fully caught, all right, make sure you put your bag in first, because you won't never get it in there once you get it fully caught. Put it in the pouch, and you take and you cock it down, like so. And I've gotten so good at it, I can almost tell you, will it go 50 feet or will it go 100 feet? Most of the time, I almost cinch it down all the way, because even if it goes too high or too far, the trajectory is straight, and I'm going to hit my mark, and then I'll take care of isolating the limb later. But once I get it cinched down, you can see how it is right there. It's cinched down and ready to go. Then back up here, I take it and I almost aim it like a gun. And I tell you what, that tennis ball there, I cut a hole in the tennis ball. The reason is because the shock, the kick will knock your breath out once you get it cinched down all the way, and that tennis ball will keep your shoulder from getting scratched, cut, or bruised. So I put the tennis ball there, and stuck the pole into it, filled it up with silicone putty, and it's good to go, and it's lasted a long time. So once I do that, I aim. Okay, I aim. I hold the trigger because I don't want it flashing back on me. Okay. All right. And then, like a gun, I shoot it like a gun. So I pull the trigger. Here we go. Okay. And you. Oh God. Okay, there. Oh, I forgot I had the bag on it and went over the pine tree. But it came down, so that's good. Now I've got to retrieve it. Okay, well, anyway, this is a real time saver, and I didn't want to pay the money for it, but man, I can't tell you how many hours this has saved me. I cannot tell you how many hours it saved me. So, big shot, modified with a trigger, with a bow and arrow trigger, a rolling lock right there, some modifications to connect the rolling lock to the trigger right there, oh, and another thing I wanted to show you too is I put some I forget what these are called, but they're usually used for boat hooks. I use it to wrap my rope, and got one on the top here, one on the bottom, and I just wrap it like that, and like a boat hook, just cinch it down, and I'm ready to go, and stuff it, and then I stuff it back into my catmobile. So that's the big shot. Must have something that is a big time saver if you're not good at throwing a bag, and I'm not good. And matter of fact, I don't know many people who are good. I see them spending a lot of time trying to get it, and I don't want to do that. So, all right, That's what you need.